What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. I guess you guys can't get enough of those life hacks that you guys can use at school. So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys a bunch of them. So let's get started by giving this video a thumbs up and check it out. If you're ever in a scenario where you need to mail an important letter out, but you don't have an envelope, well guys, you can make your own easily. For example, right here, this is my letter, it's ready to go. And right here, I have a blank sheet of white paper. Well, basically, we're gonna make our own envelope, and it's so simple. You're only gonna need a glue stick for this. Our letter's gonna have to be folded in such a way so it will fit inside our envelope. It's folded into 3 sides. Well, I'm gonna fold it once more, so it'll fit inside my new envelope. Now let's make our envelope. So basically here I have a blank sheet of paper. I'm gonna take my glue stick and on the edges, I'm gonna run some on it, just like this. One, and then the other side. That's basically it, guys. Then I'm gonna take this sheet of paper and I'm gonna fold it. About right here, I'm gonna leave an inch. I'm gonna let this dry, but basically I created a little pouch that I can put my letter in. I'm gonna take my letter and stuff it in there. And then this little flap right here, I'm gonna fold back. I can either use tape or again, use some glue. It works just as well. And that's it, just fold it. Keeps it in place. And now my letter is ready to get shipped out. I'll just put a stamp right here, write the address, and that's it. A homemade envelope. Let's say you're in a situation where you need to cut out something. Here I have a piece of construction paper and I need to cut out this ugly star. Well, I only have a blade, and let's say for your situation, you didn't have this, which holds the blade. So what can you do? Well, the simplest method to cut this out would be for you to get a binder clip. Now all you do is clip it on the blade, just like this. That way you don't get cut. Try to protect yourself as much as possible. And now guys, you can use this blade as an X-Acto knife and basically just cut along the lines till you cut out the star. You'll be able to cut out a bunch of stuff. Look at that. Perfection right here. And the best part is that you won't get cut because you're holding the blade with a binder clip. I'm sure some of you have this problem. What I have here are some school supplies, and the one thing that stands out the most is this huge bottle of Elmer's glue. It's really big, so if I was to put this in my pencil box, I would hardly have any room for anything else. Look, it takes up a lot of space, and if I was to put everything in there, it wouldn't be able to shut. So here's an awesome hack that will come in handy. Basically, we're gonna create a to-go container, and what I have here is a plastic syringe. I got this for Halloween. Well, it's gonna work perfect for this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill it up with some of this Elmer's glue that I have in this huge bottle, and that'll be my to-go glue. First thing I'm gonna do though, on the tip, I'm gonna wrap a bunch of tape around it so that it becomes snug, because we're eventually gonna have to make a plug for it. Let's start to wrap some tape around it. And don't worry if you cover the opening, we're gonna cut it off anyway. So just wrap as much tape as you can around the tip. Now that we have enough tape wrapped around it, we're gonna cut that excess tape that sticks out. Basically, this is just padding, because we're gonna use one of these erasers to plug it so that glue won't spill out. Now we can start filling it up with glue. So add as much glue as you'll need. Alright, let's say I don't need much, but I just wanna have some glue inside my supply box. So now guys, I'm gonna put the rest of the syringe back. Here's the syringe, guys, and as you guys can see, it fits in perfectly. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and I can still put all my supplies in there, and I'll easily be able to close it. Look, even the scissors will fit in there. See? All I need is that syringe, and I have my to-go glue container. Now, let me show you how it works. So this is the star I cut out earlier, and I want to paste it on this piece of paper right here. Well, I'm going to take my glue syringe, pull out the eraser, and then just squeeze, just like this, like you normally would. Look at that. And that's it. I just applied glue on there, and then I'm gonna paste it on the sheet of paper, and that's it. Quick way to make a phone stand. If you ever wanna watch a video in class, if your teacher lets you use your phone, let's say you're done with your work and you have nothing to do, well, here's a great way to make a stand without having to hold your phone at all times. You'll need an empty water bottle like this one, and all you do, guys, is just crush the middle, just like this. I removed the bottle cap from this one so that I could easily crush it. And that's it, guys. I just molded it into a phone stand, just like this. And look.
Inside until Christmas morning when it's open.
I'll easily be able to watch my videos without having to strain my hand holding my phone. Very, very simple way to make a phone stand. Now, we're gonna turn this into a supply box. So basically what we're gonna do is empty it out. So we're gonna take out all the white beads from inside and we're gonna put them in a Ziploc bag, just so that they don't go to waste. So I'm gonna take this whole stack, put it in here, save them for later. Whoever wants to use them can use them. Now we are left with this. This is perfect. It's not as big as your traditional pencil box, but it'll work. Now we can put some of our supplies in there, like our crayons, whiteout, tape, and a glue stick. See, you can easily close it. And of course you would have to remove this label because it's just gonna look so ugly. And whenever you need, like, let's say crayons, you open this up and your crayons will be right there. Take them out, get the crayon you need, and then put everything back. It's a simple method. It's a good way to recycle these because usually when you buy white beads, they come in these little containers. So most people will throw them away, but you can recycle them and use them as a supply box. Speaking of pencil boxes, guys, here's one right here. I've had this for a while. This was only 50 cents, so I didn't spend much on it. And this is not the only one that I have. I have multiple colors. Well, if you have a lot of these, you guys can turn this into a lunch box. Basically what you do is empty it out, of course. Simple. This has multiple uses. Now that it's empty, we can put our lunch in there. So for example, I got my Lunchables here, and then I got my juice box. Just like that. It's the perfect size to put my lunch in there. I put this in my backpack, and when it's lunchtime, all I gotta do is open it, and my lunch will be right there, protected. The juice box or my Lunchables won't get crushed inside my backpack because they're protected by the pencil box. I've actually eaten cereal out of these. Watch. You're gonna dump your cereal inside the pencil box. Then you're gonna take your milk and add some on there. Like this. Perfect. Because it is plastic, it's hard plastic, so you can eat out of this. You can actually put a whole Hot Pocket in there and store it in your backpack. Here I have a flash drive and it's got important stuff. But this stuff can get wet, and if it gets wet, it might get damaged. So we're gonna create a little compartment for it, and for that, we're gonna use a glue stick container like this one. Now this one, I've already taken out the glue and the little spiral that's inside, so it's pretty hollow in there. I'm gonna resort to my glue gun once again. I'm gonna apply some glue inside the glue stick container like this. This is where I'm gonna stick my flash drive, add some glue inside. Then I'm gonna stick my flash drive in there like this. So only the USB part sticks out. And I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit and I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like. Alright, so it's dried up, guys, and like I said, only the USB part sticks out. Now I can keep it protected with the cap. I'll just close it up and that's it, guys. Look, it might look like a glue stick, but if I pop out the cap, I got my USB flash drive right here. I'll stick it into the USB port and it'll stay on there. It doesn't take up a lot of room. And it won't get wet because it would always be protected inside the glue stick container. These right here are tape rolls. I got these two for $1, but they run out easily. So I'm constantly having to throw these away. But the other day I came up with a way to recycle the roll holder. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna remove the roll. We're gonna take some push pins and puncture a hole through the back from the inside towards the outside, just like this. And then this, we're gonna hang up on the wall. We're gonna do the same thing to the other one, and then we're gonna space them out so we can hang stuff. And I'm gonna show you an example of what you guys can hang up on the wall. Now it's time to put the tape holder on the wall. So we're gonna attach it on using the push pin, just like this. And I just stay put. Perfect. I'm gonna do the same to the other one. Basically, guys, what I'm gonna hang is the spiral notebook. So I'm gonna give it enough space right there. And then this is where I'm gonna attach the other tape holder. I'm gonna take two colored pencils and join them together with some tape. This one's gonna help us hang out that spiral notebook. I'm gonna use these two colored pencils to hold everything in place. I'm gonna put these through one end and then through the spiral notebook and then through the other end, just like this. This is just for notepads, little notepads, but I'm using a big spiral notebook for this example. That's it. Look at that. One side and then the other side. There you guys have it. A bunch of hacks that will come in handy in your everyday life, especially at school. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, I hope you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'll keep posting more videos such as this one. So I hope you guys are prepared with your bell notifications turned on. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out this video. I'll see you pranksters in my next one. See, they fit in perfectly. Look at that. You have 3 cheese sticks. Again, you're super hungry and you're craving your hot Cheetos. So just pull up the wristband, get a hot Cheeto, and then put everything back. Our book is ready now, pranksters. Let's open it up. So what kind of things can we put in here? Well, you can put your Lunchables in there. They fit in perfectly. Well, how about a Hot Pocket? Perfect. How about this yummy pizza? Nice. And what about my favorite, hot wings?